guys, it's Bethany and Kristen from Girldefined Ministries, and today we are going to be talking about why I saved my first kiss for marriage.
Yeah, I'm saving my first kiss till marriage as well. Yeah, I am saving it for marriage. It's not because I can't find anyone, alright? So, please stop asking, Mum. Hello everyone, I'm Alex and welcome back to another video. I hope that you guys are doing well. I stumbled across this video in my recommended called Why I Waited Until Marriage to Kiss, and I wasn't sure if YouTube were just trying to roast me, just poke at me a bit, you know? Is there a need to kind of mock me? It's really not cool, guys. I just want to start off with the description because it is interesting. Waiting until marriage to kiss isn't something you'll hear much about from pop culture. Yeah, because pop culture is all about popping pills and fucking hoes up and feeling like a rock star. I don't know what that was. Although, saving sex, kissing, or any other intimate act for marriage is a rarity, but it can be done. Impossible challenge. I saved myself till marriage. It's a new YouTube challenge, you know, one that I'm struggling to compete at because people are just throwing themselves at me. They are, I promise. It can be done. Well, that's cool. Nice to know that I'm achieving something. Let's watch this video.
So actually, as y'all are watching this video right now, I will be on my honeymoon.
God, well, she's excited. I can't help but think that maybe a bit too excited. Yes! I'm getting married! Sick! Epic win! Getting married is going to be like one of the happiest moments in your life. But this is an interesting form of way to express it.
I'm not married yet, but when you see this, I will literally be married. I will be Bethany Beal. Yes, I'm so excited about that. So when you watch this, I will be doing all sorts of kissing, and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm so excited.
Shame. I'm not ashamed of that, you know, I'm not. I'm not ashamed. I will kiss him. Now, if you don't know, Girldefined are two Christian girls who make YouTube videos, and their videos are really weirdly innocent, but it kind of says a lot about the way they've grown up by the fact that normally it would be shameful to kiss someone, shameful to kiss somebody without being married. Now, the people who are telling them that, do you reckon they also saved their first kiss till marriage? Do you reckon they did that?
Yes. I have not kissed Dave. We are saving our first kiss for when we are husband and wife, and that may be so weird to some of y'all. You might be like, I have never heard of that.
I'll tell you what, big ups Dave, man. Honestly. Big ups Dave for being able to pull this off, because that is one hell of a challenge.
But it's actually been a really cool thing, and I'm actually really excited about it. And I'm excited now to kiss Dave, but when you watch this, I'll be excited that I had kissed him. Anyways.
It's just so weird watching, like, grown adults obsess over kissing a bloke at, what, like, mid-20s? Like, that's something that you were doing when you were, like, 12? It is literally like watching 12-year-olds talking about getting a boyfriend for the first time, but they're adults, and they're getting married. Just so you guys know, I'm married now, so if you want to come and kiss me, I've achieved the challenge. Ignore the fact that this is a replica Lord of the Rings ring. It's real. I'm married now, so you can come and love me. As much as this is a weird thing for me, I do think that it's a great way to test whether you do actually love each other, because if the other person hasn't cheated at some point and can put up with this for as long as they have to be able to marry you, then they're definitely a keeper.
So this idea came about, like, it wasn't something that I just always knew. I remember when I was a teenager, I think both of us.
Yeah, I remember
we read these books by some Christian authors, and they were sharing about how they, you know, did not grow up in a Christian home, and they had all sorts of boyfriends and girlfriends and did all sorts of stuff that they did not like about. They kind of regretted it and wish they hadn't. And when they kind of became Christians and got more serious, they met each other and they were like, what if we did something so radical? What if we waited until we were husband and wife?
Well, that's not the most radical thing you could do in a religion. Well, that's just crazy, isn't it? That's just insane that these people were, apparently pulling mad bitches. And then they just decided, oh no, we'll just wait until marriage. And they wrote this in a book, did they? These Christian authors? Maybe they were lying. Maybe they're making it all up. Maybe they didn't even ever get married in the end. It just seems like such an unnecessary thing to do. I can't respect it. It shows a lot of, I suppose, will. They've got a lot of will to be able to prevent themselves from doing it, and I suppose it does show that they really do like each other at the end of the day. But doesn't it kind of make the relationship really odd that you're on purposely holding stuff back until marriage for just some weird reason that doesn't really make any sense? I was just so ashamed, I had so many boyfriends and girlfriends, so many. It was so shameful. I was just with somebody else every other night, they were just so good looking as well. They're all 10 out of 10s. But I'm so ashamed. I'm sorry that I just kept on getting loads of women. Or men. Hang on. That's against my religion, so I wouldn't do that.
And for some reason, that just really
I remember reading that
me.
story, yeah.
You remember it too. You were a little bit older, but we both read it near the same time. And I remember in that moment thinking, wow, I wonder if I could do something like that. Because I know God says that we should save sex for marriage and that intimacy ultimately is reserved for marriage. But what about kissing?
Oh, curse you, God, for writing that down again. Is there anything else you want me to save until marriage? Showering, eating, any of the luxuries that you've given us, I'll just stop doing them. I'll just do nothing until I'm married. Talking to the other person, we'll just have to decide that we're going to get married based off our telekinetic powers. And if we don't link up, it wasn't the one. It wasn't the one.
You shall not kiss until you get married. But I just thought, how inspiring. I did not expect this road to last as long as it has.
30 years?
30 years? 30 whole years? I feel like you're regretting the 30 years by the sounds of that. Not regretting the fact that you weren't just, getting with a bunch of people and having a good time. It sounds like you regret the fact that this lasted for 30 whole years.
So when I decided, hey, that would be a cool idea, and then, each year, yeah, this is a cool idea, right?
I don't know, but it seems like they're pretending to be happy, but I can see so much pain in that.
Yeah, this is a cool idea, right?
30 years? Right? 30 years, right? 30 whole years, right, yeah? I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. 30 years. That I'm never going to get back.
But I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. And so having decided that and really having walked it out now, it's been really awesome just to see wow, I'm so excited to experience this bit of intimacy, kissing with my husband.
You should just be excited to marry him. I almost feel like this may have kind of turned the tables on what marriage even is. Because it seems like she's more interested in kissing this bloke, getting married to kiss him, than actually marrying him because she wants to be with him. It's got to this point where it's can we just get married now so that I can finally do this thing that I've spent 30 years not doing? To the point where you've almost put such a high bargain on it that it might even cloud your judgment.
On our wedding day, it's going to be so amazing. So no matter what you take from this video, we hope that you'll just be inspired to think about just those smaller aspects, I guess, of romance.
Yeah, I thought about them. I'm not going to do it.
In kind of a newer way. And instead of thinking yeah, of course, everyone just kisses. Maybe take a step back and think about it a little bit differently.
Yeah, everybody goes outside. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. Everybody does that. Everybody wears clothes. Fuck that. I don't want to do that anymore. That's a luxury that I cannot afford. We're just going to wait until marriage. If they can't bear to see me in my natural way, then they shouldn't be with me in my natural way anyway. It just seems like they're encouraging people to do stuff that could dramatically change their life based on God's way. Things that aren't necessary at all to be able to follow your religion. And it doesn't seem like they really even fully support it. I want to be a good Christian. I want to be a good Christian, you know. I won't wait. I won't do anything. I'll just wait until I have the ring on my finger. I want to be a good Christian.
A little bit differently.
I think it's really cool that you and Dave are doing that, and you do get a lot of questions about that. And I know I got a lot of questions about it because Zach and I did the same thing, and now we've been married for 7 years. And so we have literally been enjoying kissing and having so much fun, intimacy-wise.
Kissing and having so much fun, intimacy-wise. What's there so much fun, you know? What goes beyond kissing? I only know about kissing. That's all I ever do with people. I just kiss them. Is there something more that you're not telling us about? That you have to do when you're married?
Are we going to kiss? Are we not going to kiss? And as we talk through it, it really came down to this heart of wanting to preserve all forms of intimacy, like physical intimacy.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend was just like, please can we stop doing this? I'm begging, honestly. I don't think I could take it much longer. You know, just marry me now. Please, I've got the ring. Marry me now. Marry me right now. I can't hold on.
God's heart for purity and calling us to walk in a way that's pure and to really honor the other person in our interactions and not act in ways that would be tempting or provocative towards the other. We really just stepped back and said, you know what? If God has marriage for us one day, we're going to get to enjoy all of this, just like you and Dave.
That is insane. That's crazy. They just, were just ignoring each other for all that time and then said, if God wants us to fuck,
then God will will it to be.
God, you're a scary man.
Fear me, for I will smite thee down.
No! Please, I take it back. I'll marry someone.
30 years?
Because you're married, right? As we watch this in future times.
And in future times!
They're just so crazily sheltered, weird, and hyper. You know, it's like watching people grow up who haven't been able to experience what normal people grow up, and this is what you get at the end of it, because they've been following this crazy rule book that has just kind of molded them to forever stay like 13, 14-year-old girls, you know? And apparently, what, they're 30? They're like 30 years old now? But because they've been jumping through all these mad hoops, you know, they're just forever stuck at an age, a learning age, because they haven't been able to experience 99% of what people experience. But this is an extreme, you know. Being religious is totally cool with that, you know. You should believe in what you want to believe in. But this has quite clearly altered a lot of the ways that they see things. And it's just really odd.
And so we were like, wow, if we're going to get married and God has marriage for us, how cool would it be to preserve these things, honor each other now, really focus on purity, and then on that wedding day and beyond, like, just have at it.
Have at it. Calm down. You know? We don't need to know that much about your personal life. They're just having at it. You're just... Shame. Shame. I suppose you would if it's been 30 years. You would just have at it.
And I'm struggling to wonder, like, does he actually value me as a woman, as a person? Does he want more than just sex? And having a guy in a relationship before marriage with Zach, who was so honoring, who wanted to pursue purity, who wanted to preserve intimacy for marriage
and the self-control.
Yeah, because it's hard.
So I get that, you know, I do get that. But it shouldn't be such a taboo thing, really. You know, like, it's part of what being in a relationship really is. So, you know, the idea that you just want a best friend, really, innit? Is that all it is? Just want a best friend? I suppose that's what we just learned from this.
Yeah. Patience and really wanting to get to know me and my personality and who I am.
Not just your body.
Not just my body. Wanting to keep Christ at the center.
It just always goes back to religion at the end of it, you know? Is it really about ye? Or is it about this religion that you're following? You know, because it always seems like you want it to be like, oh, I want him to value me, but it's like, but actually, I just want him to value God, so I can't be with a sinner. It seems like they don't actually want this, but they've been told this is what they want, so they're trying to kind of like fit what they assume is asked of them. That's what this video is to me.
So I encourage all girls, like, you know what? Once you get married, you can have at it, but beforehand, like, be cautious, be careful, think through, what do I not want to regret once I'm married?
She encourages all girls, get rid of your boyfriends, throw them out. No more kissing anymore for you guys, and you've heard it here first. I'm just gonna quickly check the news. Population rates have fallen to 0. The world is ending. Curse you, God! Curse you for bringing the apocalypse on thee! Well, judging that everything's going to end now, I'm going to go and kiss a bunch of people whilst I'm not being married. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn notifications on, and leave a like on this video. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I will see all of you guys at the apocalypse. Peace out, people, and have a good day.